Greetings and welcome back to Reassembly, where we are slowly punching a hole through the plant faction here. The lag is intense. I mean, really intense. It isn't too bad, but the moment I hit record, that extra little bit of stress on my processor, wow. Though interestingly enough, the FPS isn't dropping. It seems that the game is intelligently lowering the simulation speed because it detects that my computer is starting to get a little bit strained by all the stuff that's going on. So the game is literally moving slower, but my FPS isn't suffering. So well done there. That's actually... I wish more games did this sort of thing, honestly, because it's really, really quite cool. There we go. Let's get out of there. That is just craziness going on. Right. Welcome, one and all, to the 9th day of Reassembly. And we are not going to dilly-dally. No, we are going to get straight in here and we're going to start building. Now, I've got two pretty awesome named craft. When I saw this suggestion, I was like, oh, that's actually pretty good. I like it a lot. So let's see if I can do it justice. Now, as always, we'll build out a central little crib for our cockpit there. We are going to need this there. There we go. Fantastic. I really hope one day I can get this all automated. But for now, we'll go with this. And generally speaking, I don't seem to ever be using more than two or three of these per build. In fact, given what this ship is going to be doing, I don't think we're going to need more than two. It is not going to be a particularly heavily armed ship. It will, however, be a fairly heavily armored ship at the front, but not, not a lot like our other heavily armored ships, as in ships that are built to be heavily armored. This one is just going to be reasonably armored, I would say. And again, we are basically just hashing out the shape of the ship, first and foremost. Now, we are actually going to need a new component for this one. So let's have a look if I've got enough. There we do. We actually have enough. I am very glad because I didn't check ahead of time. Let us pick up the torpedo launcher. There we go. Now, it should be fairly obvious what I'm going to be doing with this. I'm going to be making big things die at extreme range. Or at least that's the plan. As always, plans don't tend to work too well. And I hope you will be able to forgive me. I do seem to be coming down with a little bit of a cold. I've had a lot of people coming in and out of the house lately, so I've probably picked something up from one of those scallywags walking around with their germs on show, my lord. Let's get some shielding back here. We won't have much up there. In fact, this is, well, actually, let's see what we can do. We'll have a little shield there. And then a layer of armor, I think. Then perhaps, you know what? Let's do something like this, because we don't use these components like this enough. And by like this, I mean with the angle there, because it does create a really nice, intricate little angle. Now, if we were to be very clever and then rotate these around, yes, I like that. We'll do this. Oh, I like that a lot, actually. Now, we could have a little drone launcher, just for the sake of it, if we really wanted to. I don't, but we could. Totally doable. We could instead have this... No, I don't think we should. Perhaps something like that. Because this is basically a long-range sniping platform. Let's do something like that. These have got a reasonable range. It shouldn't be trying to get involved in too close of a fight with those. Now, what we want are the torpedo launchers. And given that they're torpedoes, we're going to be firing these forward. I don't know how quickly they can adjust direction, but I'm not going to put any faith in them being able to do that. So, we want these. Oh my lord, they're massive as well. We want these in an array like something like this, just along the front, or even you know what, maybe we could do something like that. Maybe we could have these torpedoes like this, built off like wings. I'm not sure about that. I'm really not sure. Launches high damage unguided torpedoes. So these really need to be, no, they absolutely need to be pointed in the direction that we want to apply the damage. There we go. All right, let's grow this out then. We are going to want... No, we're going to want this, I think. Let's grow that about there. Then have these running along, I would say. Or perhaps having a shrunk down version there. No, this should do. Get rid of that. Put a little wingy bit there. Then have the torpedoes added in here, perhaps. There we go. Could we get in there? No, we cannot. Okay, well this is a... I mean, it's got the torpedoes there. It looks like it's alright with building them. How about on this side? That's already an expensive vessel. And we haven't done much. Okay, let's pull these shields back a little bit. Let's move. Don't worry, don't worry, don't panic. It's okay, I will make it better. You are panicking, aren't you? I can tell. Stop panicking. Ah, torpedoes? Why must you play up like this? There we go. And we'll have you in there just to round that off. But it looks like I'll have to take that away because I don't like the overlap that's going on there. Okay, so we've got our torpedo wings, if you like. And I'm thinking we want even more. Something like this, maybe. Or perhaps this one just bridges out. Yeah, actually, that seems like a good idea. So we'll grab 1, 2, 3, drag that down. Maybe have another couple of these. Will that work? No. No, it won't. Okay, well, we'll pull all of this down by 1. And then it should work. There we go. However, I want this out by 1, actually. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, and we don't want the 5th one. There we are. I fixed that there. Drag that across. Okay, here we go. We'll have that in there. So we've got an array of torpedoes. This is expensive. Much more expensive than I was anticipating, but okay. We'll see how it goes. We are going to need to build this up, though. In fact, the way we've built it, it will actually fit in there quite well. Let's go ahead and connect. Boom. Oof. We are close to our budget here. Let's bring this down, turn it around, and there we go. We're practically on our budget. Not what I was anticipating, honestly. Let's move all of this up. No, maybe not then. Let's leave that there first, then move all of this up. There we are. Now, I wonder how much power this takes per shot. Doesn't actually take much. It'll just regrow naturally. So you know what? Let's pull this down, and we'll redesign the cockpit area instead. I think that would be a smarter move. So I'm thinking we won't need extra power, so that's fine. Let's in fact move all of this up. There we go. What we do need, however, is a lot of forward and reverse propulsion, I feel. I feel that that is the next big thing that this design needs. And needs quite badly, actually. Let's go for you. No, not too keen on that. You know what? Perhaps I don't want that there. Perhaps this should be building off the main part of the vessel. There we are. Something like this instead. So there we go. We've got a fair chunk of armor there. Then we can have something along this. These lines going down there. Or maybe even something like that. Yes. Why not? Let's bring this up instead. I didn't mean to grab that. I meant to copy it. There we are. And we could have this growing out there. Now what I want is an awful lot of reverse propulsion. More reverse propulsion than forward propulsion. We are going to need a decent bit of an ability to rotate. But in terms of moving around, I want it to be able to back out of a fight faster than it can get into one. There. And we'll just grab all of that, mirror it over, and that is our main propulsion system. We need an ability to turn, but for now, this will do. We are going to need a little bit of shielding. About there. I mean, we don't need it per se, but I want it all the same. And in here, we're going to lose that. I'm going to get rid of you. In fact, we're going to get rid of all of this for now, because this is where we're going to have our rotation going on. Center of mass being right there is a little bit of a pain. But we should be able to work with it, I think. And 1, 2, 3. There we go. If we grab a bunch of these, we should be able to put this in. There we go. That's not too bad. It's not great. Certainly not. But I think it'll work. And it even leaves us with enough room back here for a little bit of shaping. Ah, fantastic. I like. There we are. Okay, now we can add a little bit more shaping around here if we really want to. Or even some more thrusters at the top, actually. Kind of like that idea. And then a few to allow us to quickly change direction at the front there. Okay, let's see how this little ship does in practice. All it's got is torpedoes. It literally has no other means of attack. Well, actually, it's got its little lasers at the very front, but they are unguided, so it needs to be basically pointing at its enemy or trying to predict where its enemy is going to be for this to work. Oh my lord, you're taking a lot of damage there. You need to turn around. No, no, this is bad. You've got the wrong part of you facing the enemy. Oh, well, that was completely useless. Why did you fire in that direction? Ah, it's terrible. Perhaps we need a little bit more reverse thrust. That's what I'm getting from this. More reverse thrust required. Okay, let's have a quick look at that then. Also a little bit more ability to turn too, I think, wouldn't go astray. Let's add this in there. This down here. And we'll just have 3. Actually, no, 4. There we are. There we go. Now, one thing I did realize we do kind of need is a little bit of flak, probably. Either that or point defense. You know what? Let's go with point defense. I think the point defense cannons would better in this particular instance. And we can use this for the point defense locations. I think it'll work out okay. At that point, I'm actually fairly happy with what we've got. I don't think we need to test it too extensively, but I think we've got something that is serviceable at the very, very least. Okay, it's 2,082, much more expensive than I really, really wanted, but well, that's the first ship that we've ever built that has torpedoes in it. Okay, now you need to come in under budget. I've got about 1,000 for you, and considering what I need to put on you, I'm a little bit concerned. You know what, let's mix things up a little bit, shall we? Because you're going to need a crazy amount of power to run your particular weapons. So let's do something like this instead. Now, I may not be able to fit power in all of this, but we'll see. So generators, let's grab one there, one down here, and one across there as well. Now, I am going to want you to be able to get into a fight obnoxiously fast. I would usually tell you that you shouldn't be fighting, that you shouldn't be getting yourself into trouble, but no, in this particular instance, that is exactly what you should be doing, and you should be doing it amazingly quickly. Frankly, it should be a little bit humbling to see how fast you can get yourself into a fight. So we're going to want to absolutely fill this out with engines. There we go. And the same on this side. Crazy sauce. Maybe a little bit less. We don't need that much armor. Instead, we can reposition some of these engines to here, for example. There we go. And we'll just build this out a little bit. And of course, I've got to give the engine some sort of swanky design. It wouldn't be one of my ships if I didn't. You know that as well as I do. There we go. Alright, so our engines alone and our power comes in at a whopping 1,000. I am a little bit disturbed. Let's have a look. How big is that? That is too big, unfortunately. You know what? I kind of like this. Yes, I do kind of like that, so we'll have that on this side. There we go. Now, so far, we've got no way of going backwards, and that is a bit of a problem. One I do intend to fix, but for now, let's grab you. I'm going to need you to come up here. Probably build you out. Actually, let's grab this. Build this out there. We'll have reverse engines around here. There we go. And one more. And then we'll have just a bank of these reverse thrusters. There we go. You are not going to be coming in under budget, are you? No. No, I think we are just going to have to accept that this one is going to be a rather expensive build, unfortunately. And just get on with our lives. Stop worrying about it. Start building awesome ships. Less worry, more awesome ships. There we are. Now we are going to want, frankly, crazy amounts of defense up here. And for that, we are going to want spikes. Lots of spikes. And the spikes do kind of have a... I think it will actually work out quite well with this particular design. With the weapons that we're going to be using. We're going to be going for the proton swords. Now, these are expensive. And that is a bit of a problem. Now, there's 6 there. That means I could have them like this. Banks of 3. Yeah. Let's do that. There we go. I'm not even going to try to justify why I'm spending this much money on this. I just am. I'm not going to have any shields, though. So, you know, that's saving grace, I think. That could work. But you know what? I would prefer if this was further back instead of at the front. That way, that armor is linked more to hull components. There we go. That looks nice. Right then. You're more expensive than the other one. We are not done with the spikes yet. I think we need more spikes. Mostly on the side. Those will do. Really? You're just going to be annoying, aren't you? Yes, you are. There we go. Many spikes. Let's test this out. You're going to be against the plasma star. Let us see how much damage you can do. Can you get into this fight quickly? Go, go, go. All forwards. Fire. Yes. Yes, you can. Well done. That was remarkably fast. I think that's probably one of the fastest wins we've had. Fire. Yes. I like it. That's right. Steal its body to make yours better. Ooh, this one might be tough, though. You're going to have to burrow through quite a lot in order to get this one. And it's going to be as fast as you are, I imagine. Yikes. Move. Move fast. Fire. You stood no chance. That's right. Position. Launch all the forward thrusters. Now. Go, go, go. Fire. Oh, I'm liking this. For only 2,300 as well. You're doing very well for yourself. Let's see you against the Enterprise. And soon we will be naming you. Go, go, go. Fire. Oh, my lord. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Proton swords. OP. Proton swords behind enough armor to weather the alpha strike of your flailing, panicking enemy as they realize just what is charging straight for them. And enough thrusters to make sure you can actually catch up with them. Wow. You didn't actually burrow into their ship this time. You didn't cut it in half. You literally melted the whole ship in one sweep. Wow, you overshot there, though. What on earth's going on? Are you dodging? You're dodging. You're not rushing at all. I don't know why I keep saying that you're rushing, because it's more or less not what's happening. Stop trying to not get hit. Get in there and destroy them. That's right. Forward. Forward to battle. Glorious battle. Oh, you're overshooting. No. What has happened to you? You need a little bit more of an ability for you to change direction, it seems. I may have overestimated. Oh, okay. You are not... You're lining up. I see what you're doing. You're making sure that you've got a good run up. That's right. Straight down. No, turn a little bit. No, you're overshooting. Okay, you're on target. Get in. Oh, no, don't back up. Forward. Forward, you coward. To battle. Oh, really? All the protocols like, no, take us there. This is like that Warhammer 40k meme. Drive me closer. I want to kill them with my sword. In this case, it is actually called a sword as well, so it's completely fitting. But seriously, my tank is just not getting close enough. It has to happen. Get in there, you scallywag, you. You've got 70... They're going to win on points. They are going to win on points because you're a... You could honestly... I give up. I give up. What you're watching right now is an enormous dog that is running away from a cat. I mean, comical as it may be, that is basically what just happened there. You could kill this ship by accident. Or intentionally, like that. There we go. It's, you know, a failure to launch, but okay, we still won. B-Soft Projector. Ooh, this one might actually be nasty, because it's got a lot of armor in the front. Go, go, go! Melt through! Okay, you win. Never mind. You utterly dominated them. And again. Forward! Destroy! Wonderful. Okay, well, that is the first time that I've gone through all of the tests, I think, with 5 wins. It is time for the naming. Now, when looking down on this, in a certain way, it resembles the object that I'm naming it after. The HMSS anvil. You see, it's kind of the anvil-y shape if you're looking down onto an anvil. Not really, but, you know, give me some creative license. This one looks nothing like what it's being named after. So, unless there's some sort of weird version of this particular tool out there. But this is the HMSS Hammer. The hammer and the anvil. Named by Owen Dowley, who requested that the hammer be a torpedo boat and the anvil be a very close-range proton sword death machine. I hope these ships are to your liking, and congratulations, Owen, for winning the 9th day of reassembly. Now, we have got the 10th day of reassembly just around the corner, and as ever, you can drop a comment into this video to be in with a chance to join the winners. Nebuchadnezzar, I'm afraid that you're going to have to lose your current position. Let me just make sure you're down there. Yes, you are. And Gungnir, you are also gone. We are moving up the HMSS Anvil. Oh, that's not good. I needed Alt, not Shift, and the HMSS Hammer. Now, hopefully we can get a couple of these built, and in the next episode, we will find out who wins the last day of reassembly, the 10th day of reassembly, with the last 2 craft. Again, we want 2 craft, around about 1,500. I know I just made 2 craft that were massively over budget. One at 2,300, one at 2,000, but damn it, they were cool. The HMSS Hammer leaves a lot to be desired, but I'm absolutely certain that in a fleet, the HMSS Hammer will do well. But that is going to be it for this episode. Let's see. Can I build something? I can. What am I building? Let's find out. What did I just make? We'll have a look now. Well, it's neither of the 2 that I just made. Ooh. This, it looks like we've just built a Mjolnir. Fantastic, I approve. Don't test, you meanie. That's right. Gilgamesh, fire all the cannons at Tess. It's being a bully. Let me out. Out of the way, Gungnir. I'm being squished between a Norse god and a Norse god's weapon. Let me go! My lord, flying staplers. We've got to get you a bigger ship so you don't get bullied by the rest of your fleet so easily. But that is going to be the end of this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next. But until then, do take care.